Hello, Maddie. It is Baba again, and I want to read you another story. Now, this story is one that I think your cousins, Judah and Hitchy, have requested the most. Now, they like all of them, but they asked for this one the most. It's called The Three Little Pigs. The Three Little Pigs. Now, a lot of people know this story, but they know the first half. A lot of people don't know the second half, so that's kind of a surprise. So here's how it goes. It says, once upon a time, there lived an old pig who had three little piglets, and she sent them out into the world to seek their fortunes. Well, the first little pig met a man who was carrying a bundle of straw, and he said, please, sir, would you give me some of the straw to build me a house? So he built a house. See, it's made out of straw. Well, notice right here, along came a wolf who said, little pig, let me come in. And that little pig was shaking and scared and said, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. And the wolf said, well, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. And so he huffed and he puffed and he blew that pig's house in, and he gobbled up that little pig. Well, the second little pig met a man carrying a bundle of sticks. Now, please, sir, give me some of the sticks to build a house with, said the second little pig. The man gave him sticks, and the little pig soon built himself a little house. It was stronger than the house of straw, but really not that strong. Well, as soon as he was inside, along came that wolf. See the wolf right there? And he said, little pig, let me come in. And that pig said, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. He said, well, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. And then he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed and he huffed and he puffed. And he blew that little pig's house in so much that he kind of lost his trousers. All the sticks went everywhere, and he gobbled up that second little pig. Well, the third little pig was smarter than the others. He's a smart one. And so he met a man carrying a load of bricks. And he said, please, sir, give me some of that load of bricks so I can build a house. And so he built a house made of bricks. Look at that house made of bricks. That is one nice house right there. But along came the wolf. But that wolf said, little pig, let me come in. And the little pig said, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. And that wolf said, well, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. But then he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed and he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, and he couldn't blow the house in. Well, that made that wolf kind of angry, but he thought, okay, I'm going to trick that little pig. He's going to try to trick that little pig. Well, he said to that little pig, hey, little pig, would you like some fine turnips? And, oh, yes, said the little pig. Then come with me to Farmer Brown's turnip field early tomorrow morning, said the wolf, and he will collect enough for both of us. I'll come and fetch you at 6 o'clock. Very well, said the little pig. I'll be ready for you. But the little pig got up at 5 o'clock the next morning, and he went down to that turnip field, and he got himself a sack full of turnips. Look, he's gathering turnips, and that wolf's not anywhere around. Well, ready, answered the little pig. Are you ready? Asked the wolf. Ready, answered the little pig. Why, I've been come back again with a nice pot full for my dinner. Well, that wolf was very angry, but he made up his mind to catch that little pig somehow. Little pig, would you like to come and get some nice sweet apples tomorrow at the orchard? Well, yes, I would, said the little pig. Then come down to the orchard with me tomorrow morning, said the wolf. And as you get up early, I will call you at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Well, but he got up, that little pig, he got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He ran down to that orchard, hoping to get back before the wolf arrived. But that wolf had got up early too. Ooh, oh no, he's there. And so it did frighten that little pig. Are you here before me, little pig, said the wolf. Are they nice apples? Yes, very, said the little pig. I'll throw you one down. And he threw it so far that while the wolf ran down the hill to pick it up, he ran all the way home. Look, he threw that apple, and it's sailing all the way back there. So he ran and he got back. Well, that made that wolf upset too. The next day, the wolf's going to try again. And he said to the little pig, there's a fair in town tomorrow. Will you come with me? Oh, yes, said the little pig. I will come. What time will you be ready? At 3 o'clock. Well, so the little pig went off before the time as usual and got to the fair, and he bought a butter churn. Now, he was on his way home with it when he saw the wolf coming towards him. So the little pig jumped right into the churn to hide. The churn toppled over, and the pig went rolling down the hill behind the wolf. This frightened the wolf so much that he ran home without getting to the fair. Look at that. He's inside that butter churn, and there's the wolf, and it's rolling down, and there's also a little frog right there, too. Well, he went to that little pig's house the next day and told him how terrified he had been of that great big round thing running down the hill. The little pig laughed and he said, oh, did that frighten you? That was just my churn. Well, that made that wolf very angry indeed, and he jumped up on the roof of that little house, snarling, and he would get down that chimney to gobble up that little pig, which is what he wanted the whole time anyway. When that little pig saw what was happening, he made up the fire until it was blazing hot, and then he hung a great pot full of water over it. When the wolf came down the chimney, the little pig lifted the lid off the pot, and the wolf tumbled right into it. Then the little pig clapped the lid back on, and an hour later, he gobbled the wolf up, and with the scrumptious portion of turnips and apples on the side, which is kind of nasty, but still, that's pretty good ending. That big bad wolf got what was coming to him. Love you very much, little Maddie, and me, and Judah, and Hitchy, and Stevie. We all miss you, and we hope to see you soon. We'll keep reading your stories. Love you. See you next time.